One of the things I think we should do as a people when it comes to marriage, when it comes to relationship, that's for those people who still want to try and see if they can make the marriage work. What you need to do when the woman or the man is in good, you see that he's in a happy mood, you call him. So please, can we talk? Say, okay, no quarrel, no shouting. Let's really discuss. Both of you can now sit down and you go like, can you please get a pen and a paper so that you can put down those things you need to put down? Go like, okay. Then you guys will now sit down. Maybe after meal with a bottle of a very like a fruit wine. I'm not talking of alcoholic wine because that might trigger wahala. Like a soft, like a non-alcoholic wine, very chilled. You put it on the table. You get a pen and a paper. Actually, this kind of a thing is good to discuss on the dining table. In case the next person is angry, he wants to bring wahala so that you know you are a little bit far away. Then you start with, what are the things that I do that you don't like? Then him too, I'm sure he will say, okay, you too, he will ask you to. Then you got to like, okay, I don't like the way you come late. I don't like the way you don't eat when I cook food. I don't like the way you talk to me present of people. I don't like the way you're rude at times. I don't like the way you're always shouting when we discuss some lady things. Then the man, the other one, both of you will say yours. After saying those things, everybody as the man is talking, the woman is writing down because it has to be you. Whether the woman first or the man first, the woman will be writing down. The man will say his own. The lady will be writing down. The woman will say her own. The man will be. But as in, the man and woman, both of them, they'll be writing down. At the end of the day, they finish writing. They exchange the papers. Okay, if it's something that needs explanation, the man will go like, okay, let me start with the man. You say I'm always shouting. You know why? Okay, I just saw your number one now. You say I'm always shouting. Why I always shout most of the time is that when I'm talking to you, you always want to argue with me. You don't even listen to what I say. That thing gets me angry. Okay, noted. You understand? Everybody, both of you will now sit down and discuss. By the time both of you now exchange those things that you don't like in the paper, you now exchange it back and go like, what is the way forward now? If okay, maybe probably the man is the person that wants to rebuild the relationship, or is the woman that wants to rebuild the relationship, that appreciates the relationship. You go like, okay, I'm going to see how I'm going to work on this. The man too will go like, I'm going to see how I'm going to work on it. You understand? But if it's a situation whereby they don't want, they are both tired, they will not even want to listen. There's a situation whereby the man feels he already has another lady. But it's by the time he goes around checking other people, that is when he knows that he has not gotten anybody. Because there's a secret about ladies. When a lady see that you're married, you have a wife, and he discover that you and your wife are having issues, she'll be so nice to you because she already feel threatened. As in, as in, she feels most ladies see the man's wife as a competitor. It's not like that. The woman holds her husband. So what they do in that case is that they will try and be nice. The things they know that the woman is so busy at home. There's some certain things that a nursing mother cannot do. There's a certain thing that like a woman that has a lot of kids, there are limit to what she can do. Some of them will spend more time with their children than their husband. By doing that, there will be a little bit gap between the man and the wife. For women that are careless, but for ladies that are smart, they always try and balance it. You understand? So in that case, you see that the girlfriend will be trying to be nice. Will try to do the things that the man's wife is not doing, so that it cannot make the man feel that she's a better option. You understand? So by the time they lure that man into leaving their wives, that's when they show you their true character. So that's why I always advise people. The Bible talks about it. It says we should Advise people, talk to people with patience. Nobody is a dummy. Nobody is evil. It is what we do that bring out evil in people. Because that same person you're calling a wicked man, a wicked woman, was never like that. You turned her into being wicked. You turned her to be a wicked woman. You turned him to be a wicked man by the way you talk to him, by the way you treat him. Do you know what it is for a man to be treated in his own house like a houseboy? Or do you know what it is for a woman to be treated in her own home as a housemaid? It doesn't. It is not a nice thing. It is not a nice thing. There is nobody, there is no man you would treat as a king, or there's no woman you treat as a queen that will not want to act like that. Do you know that when you call a woman beautiful, she'll be blushing. Wow, really? It makes them happy. So it's the same way when you call your husband handsome. I'll go like, yeah, thank you, thank you. He'll be feeling cool with himself. But when you now make a man, a woman, you treat them like slave, they will fight back in a sense that maybe from the beginning they will stay back. They say, okay, let me stay back for the children. After some time, they begin to see that you are disrespecting him or her in the presence of their children. That is the height. Or in presence of strangers. They can't take that anymore. They want to fight back. In that situation, you see that there's no more peace in the house. And you start telling your friends, my husband does not give me peace. My wife does not give me peace. Meanwhile, you're the one that has triggered that no peace in your home. So I always tell people, a man that you know you don't love, a woman that you know you don't love, don't let them stay in your life. Because at the end of the day, you are going to drive them crazy. I know there are some people, they don't really know what they want. Today they want Janet. Today they want Paulina. Tomorrow they want Emeka. Next tomorrow they want Peter. Because they don't know what they want. The things you need to understand about relationship. One person, it is difficult to get a particular man that has all the qualities. So it's also difficult to get a particular girl that has all the qualities. Because the ones you see that has good qualities, they put in work into their life, into themselves. Like me as a person, I used to be a very hot-tempered person. I used to be a very saucy person. I used to couple of things that are not nice, that are not pleasant, that I used to have. I'm not used to talking to people. I'm not used to greeting people. I'm not used to be friendly with people. But after some times, I discovered that I need to work on myself. I started working on myself. I stopped being arrogant. I stopped being on temper. No matter what people say, I just smile. The highest I do, I go like, I'm coming. I leave that place so that I don't say something that are not nice. So as a person, I used to be very proud. You understand what I mean? I dealt with all those things with prayer and fasting, with the help of God. Because most of the negative things we have in our lives, we cannot take care of it by ourselves. The Bible says not by mind, but by the Spirit. You understand? By the Spirit of God, says the Lord of hosts. You understand? It is only God that can help us to rearrange our life, to put us in the right position. That is why every time I talk, people say, you talk God too much. God has been so good to me. You understand what I'm saying? He removed proudness from my life. He removed anger from my life. He removed the love of money from my life. I say it. Usually when I'm talking to people, all I'm calculating is how to maneuver. All those things, I've dropped them. I pray that God will help us. Amen.